What's going on in your world? What's up, guys? So this is the long-awaited vlog too. I definitely decided after my birthday to like do one of these like at least monthly, and I fell off, guys, because this summer got wild. Honestly, just got wild. So I've been traveling a lot, and so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, but I just want to update you on things that have been happening in my world. So I last left you and I was moving. My room was empty, and so as you can see, I am in a new room. I live in a new place, and it's beautiful. My roommates are awesome. Love these ladies. They're changing the world out here, and I do miss my old roommate too because they were awesome. New season, new place, new time, and so this has been a cool solace. I don't think you can see the art wall behind me, but I finally got my art wall, like perfect. And so maybe I'll show it to you one day. Let's see. Where have I been since May? Well, I've been to Florida a few times, met some really awesome people down there. I have been to Philadelphia since I last talked to you. I have been to California for the first time ever, so I'd never been to LA, and I went to LA on a trip with my youth group. I am involved with my youth group here and the worship leaders and creatives in my youth group, and that's Gen Z. I'm for you and I love you. So got to go to LA, spent the 4th of July in San Diego. Shout out to Houses of Light, love you guys. Shout out to Father's House, love you guys. Got to go to San Diego and spend 4th of July, my favorite holiday, with some of my best friends. Shout out XL, shout out Bree, shout out Sam. We had a really bomb America Day, and I know it's a random holiday to love. I don't know if it's so much because I'm patriotic, but I just really like fireworks and like hanging out and like cookouts. And we were on the beach, and we saw like a few different fireworks shows. So that was amazing. So I've been traveling doing that. Did get to see LA. LA, I love you. California, you're different. Yes, you're weird, but you're different. But I love you. I met some really great people out there. I made a goal. I got a lot of church merch this year, and here is my justification for getting so much church merch. I'm gonna wear the church merch and just be praying over the churches that I've went to. I fully support it. I just made it my goal to, for some reason, get church merch from everywhere I go. And so, cool story, I was recently in South Korea. Bum, bum, bum. For all of you who were watching my Instagram story, thanks. You know, the funny thing is, I'll post not a lot, and then when I go out and travel, I'll post a lot. I like to post when I'm traveling because, I don't know, maybe you want to travel, and hopefully it encourages you to go out and travel and meet new people. I love going out to travel. If you are a worship leader or a minister, and I would encourage you to go out and travel, like go out, love on people, get to know new people, worship with different parts of the body, because it is super encouraging. And these trips have just been super encouraging. Someone asked me the other day, what has been one of the greatest things you've learned during your traveling this summer? And honestly, one thing that's really been moving my heart is pastors. Guys, pray for your pastors, pray for your leaders. The Lord is doing something unprecedented, unseen, unheard of in our time. And for the pastors who are just leaning into presence-centered community and prayer-centered, really prayer-centered, like gathering, like it's a shift from everything we've known. And I'm just praying their boldness, their strength, their courage, and just divine direction and like grace from the Lord, because it's not easy to shift and turn a whole church. I think there's a proverb that says like the captain or the Lord, he's the one like who turned, like the king may desire one way, but the Lord, he turns the ship. And a ship is hard to turn. And so I'm praying for you guys. My heart really is beating to encourage pastors in our time. And you guys are great. So that has been really cool. So on to the things you really want to know about. So I was in South Korea maybe a week ago. I got back on Monday. Guys, I haven't traveled. Well, I traveled outside of the country last year for Estonia. Go ahead and watch that video. Look at my little David, my young Levite that I met over there, and that was so beautiful to be able to go and encourage my friends over there and be encouraged by them, and just to just love on people. I really am. I love people, y'all, and I love people from different cultures. So it was really exciting. So this year, praise God, God is kind. I got to go to South Korea to the Cross Church, and we got to visit some house prayer stuff. One of my friends honestly gave me the opportunity, and God bless her, because this made my whole year. But we went to, so I think it's, okay, I'm gonna mess up all of the names, don't judge me, but Pangyao, it's really close to Seoul, and that's where the church is. And I got to go to Seoul, so it was really good. I ate some really cool food. I did try bibimbap. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. I did try shabu shabu, which is jazz Japanese, but it was the first time I'd had it, and so it was really good. I got to go to an underground mall. I got to hang out. Well, I didn't karaoke, but I almost karaoke'd, and that was really fun. I met some really lovely, beautiful people that I hope to see again over there. We loved on the Lord together, and it was beautiful. Shout out to all my friends in South Korea. I really love you guys. Also, guys, they do like I love you so many different ways, like that, like this got me. So the people were so precious. They're so stylish. Honestly, I never really wanted to wear neutrals, but I'm really encouraged. I might rock some fashionable neutrals this fall. Maybe starting now. I am in all black. Anyway, off topic. But we got to go just hang out and meet those people. We got to participate in this thing called David's Tent. It's really cool. We got to lead worship, do devotionals, and just send love from Upper Room to South Korea. Guys, the history in South Korea, it would take all night to explain what God's doing over in South Korea. So when you think about them, pray for them. There are young people and older people, from like little babies to like older, wonderful, amazing amas that are on fire for the Lord and hungry for a move. If you don't know the history of South Korea, I encourage you to look it up. They have their history is rooted in crying out to the Lord and God coming and establishing their nation. There was a word that I got over there about Jesus dancing on the boundary lines and uniting South Korea and North Korea. And so we're just praying for his word to come to pass, that what they're praying for, that longing for union and life back into North Korea, and just a revival of the young people, that it would just happen. Super crazy. I also remember this kind of vision, I guess, that I had when I was about 19. It was really cool. I remember being 19 and driving in the backseat of one of my friend's car and just like kind of looking at the clouds, because I'm creative and we look at the clouds, you know? And I remember just kind of praying, going, God, what's on your heart? And I remember at 19, God showing me a lot of Asian youth. He showed me a few different people groups. And I knew there were these Asian young people, and they were race car driving, there were identity issues, they were just different, and they were kind of sad, and there were different things that were happening. That was one group of people that I saw. And I kept remembering that vision when I got to South Korea. We got to walk down one of the like hangout places in Seoul, Korea, which we had fun, but it was also like a nightlife place. That just happened to be where we ate and like we're in a photo booth. I got a really cute picture up there. I'm not gonna take it down, but maybe I'll show that to you too. But I remember walking through that place, and it was the first time that I felt like my vision was coming to pass. And one of the pastors was telling me about how there's a ministry that is contending in prayer, that the young people, that the generation now would encounter the Lord, so they would know what the nation was built on. And so I'm just here for Gen Z. I'm here for Asian youth, because we also, on the flip side, got to visit the youth at David's Tent, and their services, they're on fire. They love Jesus. And so I'm just so excited. So excited about them. I was so honored to be in that country and in their space. Pastor Ruth and Boaz, thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. Guys, some of the greatest hospitality I've ever encountered was in South Korea, and honestly, I cried when I had to leave. I really did. I don't cry much. I usually am laughing, but I was so sad when I had to leave, because I just fell in love with those people and with the church there and the bride there. And so South Korea is amazing. God is moving. God is doing things. Again, I also, personal things. I feel like God has been really, there have been three kind of like main themes on my heart. One has been One has been forgiveness. Um, God is wild. I know we've probably all been talking about that. And I never felt like I had like I feel like I've forgiven people and that's a whole thing. But I think when I was over there and I just encountered the love of God, and I really heard him whispering to myself, like whispering to me like, hey Ava, I know you feel like you've made some wild choices and you have not listened to me, but I have forgiven you and those things don't exist in my eyes. And he was just like, will you forgive you? And it was super vulnerable and super sweet because I didn't know I needed to do that. I didn't know I was holding things against myself. You know, those things when you're like, you could have been smarter, you could have did this, and you just kind of didn't. You ignored all these signs. But in the middle of that, in the middle of all that immaturity, I think for me, what I learned over this time, like just every time I go out, my heart just gets wrecked and cleaned. I just learned that like in failing, in our immaturity, even learning to hear God, learning to walk with God, and I just want to learn to walk with God. I just want to walk with God and I want him to know me. In that comes this humility, because you always remember that it's his kindness, it's his love that doesn't remember any of your shortcomings and sees you rightly. And also it brings this tenderness of going, God, I'm going to slow down and really learn your voice and listen to you. So that's something personal that the Lord's been doing that's been really amazing. Another theme has been 1 Chronicles 16, 22, 27, one of those. But it says, give glory to the Lord, ascribe to him the glory due his name, and worship him in the beauty of his holiness. And so to me, that has just been hitting my heart as like, pour out your affections on him in the loveliness, in the preciousness of the fact that he is like no other. He's not like a man that he should lie. He is who he says he is. And I shared this with my youth tonight, and it really just got me because it's causing my heart to connect to that phrase holy like never before. Holy can sometimes be super lofty, and it is. It's high. It's a high compliment. There's no one holy like God is holy. It's also a very like intimate thing that you can only know his holiness and his sacred beauty, like if you get close to him and you allow him to love you, and you find out again he is like no one else. And so that's been a super cool personal thing happening. I kind of just have been blessed to like travel, and God's just sending me out at this time, and it's been really awesome. So he's been providing for me. If you feel the necessity to give, take that up with Jesus and then I'll get back to you. He has been amazing, and I have never had a season like this in my life. So 33 days is going pretty great. Also, I'm working on some music. If you haven't seen, I have 2 singles out right now, going on 33 for my birthday, and Where the Mountain Meets the River. And there's like an explanation on Instagram about that. So go check out my singles, listen, stream them, share them. The Mountain Meets the River, Dave Cruz helped me produce that. And my friends Gloria and Sydney also co-wrote on that. But I'm really leaning into I'm discovering my song and singing the song that God put in the inside of me. He has shown me a whole new life. And so I'm just gonna keep singing about it, the song of the Lord. And so it's been an honor and a privilege, and I'll keep checking back in with you. I also will let you know about some friends. I have some friends who are releasing some new music. I've stepped into doing a nonprofit called Created Co. You're going to see some of that launch. We're coming back from summer break. And so follow our page on Instagram. And I am still at my wonderful church upper room. I'm still on Thursday, 12 to 2 sets. And that's going awesome. I'm really excited when I get to go home because I feel like I haven't been home at church in a while. And so the beautiful thing about going out and coming in is I go out and I just find such a deeper appreciation for our house and a deeper appreciation for the nations. And so as long as he says go, I'm gonna keep going. And as long as he says stay, I'm gonna keep staying. And it's cool because this is the life we lead. So that's pretty much my update. I'm trying to think. More music is coming before the end of the year. That's gonna be really cool. I think you're gonna like the next one. Oh, I won't tell you what it is. You just wait and see. But it's coming out around Halloween time, so it'll be good. Go ahead and listen to that too. Guys, I think that's it. Thanks for catching up with me.